Hi, I'm Eric Brown with Canaccord Genuity Wealth Management, a part of Graham Wealth Partners, and today I will be talking about 4 ways that you can tell that your advisor doesn't have your best interests at heart. And really it comes down to making sure that when you're talking to a financial advisor that they are thinking about you and your goals and your accomplishments and what you want to do, and not about what they want to do and the money that they want to make. It's a partnership. They are there to earn a living, and their advisors are entitled to earn a living, but not at the sole benefit to themselves. They have to be looking out for you. So there's 4 things that you need to look at to make sure that they are actually looking out for you and not only just them. The first thing you need to watch for is if they only offer proprietary products. And what that means is that if they only offer products that their fund offers themselves. And so that means that if your advisor is working with ABC Wealth Management and all you're seeing is ABC Wealth Management products, that could be a red flag. Maybe it's only mutual funds from them, maybe it's only stocks that that particular company recommends, or it's a branded product. And the reason you have to be careful with that is because although there are good products with every company, all of the products are not necessarily the best for you and best for your circumstances. So if your advisor only has that limited option to choose from, then they might not be able to get you the best solution for what you're looking to accomplish. The second point is that if they are vague or really avoid answering your questions around fees. Fees are important. They always come up in conversation, as they should. You need to know how many fees you're paying, what you're paying them on, if there's any exceptions, if there's any specific criteria on if your fees can go up or if they can go down, and you need to know all that information because it does impact whether or not you're going to choose that advisor. So make sure that if you are asking questions about fees, that they are responding clearly and that you fully understand what they're talking about, and that if it is a complicated fee structure, that you know exactly what you're paying and when you'll pay it. If they are vague about that or don't want to get into it, or they'll tell you later and they don't ever tell you, you should look at that as a red flag, because it is important to be upfront with your fees to make sure that you know what you're paying for the advice that you're receiving. The third thing you should be wary of is if the conversations that you have with your advisor are solely around products and not around your goals and what you're trying to accomplish. If when you have a conversation with your advisor, or you talk to them on the phone, or you sit down in person with them, if all they're saying is you should buy this, you should buy this, you should sell this, you should buy this, and there's no discussion about how that fits into your overall big picture, that's something that you should ask more questions about. You can ask them, how will this help me accomplish my goals? If you're looking to retire, how will this get me closer to retirement? Or how will this help my kids plan for their education? Because all of these products are really just a solution to a problem that you might have. They are not the solution themselves, and what they're really there is designed to help you get to where you want to go. If that advisor doesn't have any insight on how that product will help you and what you're trying to accomplish, or is vague, or is unclear, or is very confusing and won't elaborate, that's something that you should consider looking at another advisor. The fourth and last point that you should consider when you're looking at working with an advisor is what happens when the honeymoon period ends. So when you first start working with an advisor, things sound great. They're going to help you out, they're going to call you on a regular basis, they're going to provide certain investments for you, returns, all of that stuff sounds wonderful, and that's why you signed up with them. What you really need to look for is, does all of those things, all those promises that they've made to you, are those still happening after a month, after 6 months, after a year, after 2 years? This is something that should be consistent with what your advisor is offering, and not something that they were just telling you to sell you on becoming a client. Make sure that what they promise you and what they say to you is consistent over time, and even better, get it in writing so that you can say, hey, you said you were going to call me in 3 months, but you haven't called me in 6 months. And sometimes it's just a matter of them forgetting, but if it's something consistent, that they consistently break their promise to you, that's a time when you should consider looking for another advisor. It's very important to build a relationship with an advisor you can trust, that you know is in it for you and not in it for them or for their company, because they can have a huge impact on your financial future, and that the advice they give can really determine, can really help you focus on whether or not you're going to accomplish certain goals. So make sure that you're picking an advisor that is right for you and that is looking out for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you like and subscribe our video, and if you want more information, please go to www.grahamwealth.com.